Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing good. In this video we are going to discuss about types of estimates. Initially, let me first explain you what is an estimate. An estimate is the anticipated or the probable cost of a work, which is usually prepared before the construction is taken up. Okay, so before we are undertaking any construction, we will just evaluate the probable cost of the work. The estimate is prepared by computing and calculating the quantities required, okay, and then calculating the cost at suitable rates, like that is to get the expenditure likely to be incurred in the construction of any work or any structure. Okay, now let's go to the types of estimates. We have 8 types of estimates in total. Okay, I will be discussing one by one. As this video is taking so long, I will just divide this into 2 parts. In the first video, that is part 1, we will be discussing about the first 4 types of estimates. And in the part 2, we will be discussing about the next 4 types of estimates. So, coming to the first one, we have preliminary cost estimate, PC estimate. The PC estimate is also called as an abstract or approximate cost estimate or budget estimate. See, here we are seeing preliminary. Preliminary is nothing but the approximate or abstract one which we require for preliminary studies of various aspects of work or any project. That is to decide the financial position and policy for administrative sanction by the competent administrative authority. Okay, remember, this is for preliminary study. This is just to decide the financial position. Okay, this estimate is generally prepared in initial stages. Initial stages or the preliminary studies, both same again. So by this estimate, the competent sanctioning authority can decide the financial position and policy for the administrative sanction. Preliminary estimates are prepared with reference to the cost of the similar type projects in a practical manner. Okay, we are just taking it with reference to the cost of similar type of structure. See, if we are discussing about a G+1 residential building, we will just take another building of same type and we will be estimating the preliminary or the initial cost required. So in this estimate, the approximate cost of each important item of work is displayed individually to know the necessity and utility of each item of work. Okay, we will just divide the entire work which we are undertaking into the individual items, from which we will be calculating the total estimate required. See, this item of work include the cost of land, road, electrification, water supply. Okay, the basic needs are evaluated first. To construct any work or any structure, we need basically a land, a road through which we will be transporting the materials, electrification and water supply. All these are basic ones. So we'll just evaluate the basic or the initial approximate cost estimate. Okay, going to the second one, that is plinth area cost estimate. Plinth area cost estimate is prepared on the basis of plinth area of the building, which is the area covered by the external dimensions of a building at the floor level, and plinth area rate of building, which is the cost of similar building with specifications in that locality. See, whenever we are calculating using this plinth area cost estimate, that is, we are evaluating the cost based on the plinth area, where plinth area is nothing but the external dimensions of the building. Okay, external dimensions at floor level, that is not at the roof level. At floor level we are seeing the external dimensions through which we will be evaluating the plinth area first. Okay, and that plinth area is multiplied by the plinth area rate, that is the rate of the building per unit area, per plinth area. Okay, that we will be getting from the estimating of similar type of building that is already in that locality. Okay, for example, if we require plinth area estimate of 100 square meters in a particular locality and plinth area rate of a building in same locality is 2000 per square meter. See, here the plinth area is 100 square meters, but the plinth area rate, that is the area rate, the rate of that particular structure in that locality per unit area is 2000, okay, per square meter, per meter square, okay. Then the plinth area is nothing but simple multiplication of both, that is the plinth area and plinth area rate. But open areas, courtyards are not included in the plinth area. If the building is multi-storied, the plinth area estimate is prepared separately for each floor level. Whenever we are talking about multi-storied buildings, that is more than G plus 1, okay, more than G plus 1, we have second story, third story, we will be evaluating the plinth area estimate for each story separately, okay. Next, areas which are not included in the plinth area are area of lofts, enclosed balconies, domes, towers projecting above the terrace level, okay. The terrace, above the terrace, whatever the domes or towers that are extending, projecting, are also not included in this. So we are done with this plinth area cost estimate. Next, coming to the cube rate cost estimate. See, I told you the plinth area is nothing but, the plinth area estimate is nothing but the simple multiplication of plinth area and plinth area rate. But here, when we are talking about the cube rate cost estimate, whenever we are talking about area, that is simple multiplication of L into B, the length and breadth. But whenever we are talking about the cube rate, that is cube, the volume of that, it is simple multiplication of area and height. Okay, area is meter square. When we are multiplying it with the height, we will be getting a volume of that, that is meter cube. Okay, cube rate cost estimate. Height of the building should be considered from floor level to the top of the roof level. Okay, when I am saying we are multiplying the plinth area with height of the building, the height of the building should be considered from floor level to the top of the roof level. It is more suitable for multi-storied buildings. So this cube rate cost estimate is more suitable for multi-storied buildings. Okay, this method of estimation is accurate than plinth area method, as we are taking another unit of measurement. That is more accurate. The rate per cubic meter is taken into consideration based on the cost of similar type of structure situated in the same locality. Okay, whenever we are talking about the rate per cubic meter or rate per square meter, we will be taking the rate depending upon the structure and also the locality in which that is located. Okay, foundation and plinth and parapet above the roof level are not considered in this type of estimate. Foundation, that is the below the ground level. I already told you the heights are measured from the ground level, that is the floor level. Foundation, which is below the ground level or floor level, which would not be considered. Next, plinth and parapet. Parapet is again above the roof, plinth is again below, so we will not be considering that. Okay, whatever the elements that are below the floor level and above the roof level are not considered in this type of estimate. Okay, going to the fourth type of estimate, that is approximate quantity method cost estimate. See, the name itself explains. It is approximate quantity method cost estimate. In this method, the total wall length of the structure is measured, and in this length is multiplied by the rate per running meter, which gives the cost of the building. See, in this the total wall length of the structure is measured. In the entire structure, the total wall length present is measured, and this length is multiplied by the rate per running meter. Okay, same, we'll measure the length, and whatever the rate that is there per meter, we'll multiply with that. We'll get the total cost of the building. The rate per running meter is calculated separately for the foundation and the superstructure. That is, for the structure that is located below the floor level, we'll calculate it in separate way than the other structure that is above the floor level. Okay. In case of foundation, the rate per running meter is divided by considering quantities such as excavation cost, brickwork cost up to the plinth. See, Excavation cost is different. That is, we are just initially getting that cost because of the excavation. And second, brickwork, that is construction cost. Up to the plinth level we are taking. Where in case of superstructure, quantities like brickwork for wall, woodwork, floor finishing, etc. are considered for deciding rate per running meter. See, I told you we will be calculating the rate per running meter separately for both foundation and superstructure. Here the recommendations are given how to evaluate the value of the rate per running meter for both foundation and the superstructure separately. Okay? This is about approximate quantity method cost estimate. So, we have completed the first 4 types of estimates in this video. That is preliminary, approximate, abstract or rough cost estimate. First one. Second one is the plinth area estimate. Third one is the cube rate estimate or cubical content estimate. Fourth one is approximate quantity method estimate. That is the one we have just discussed. Okay? In the next video, we will be discussing about the other 4 types. Additionally, we also have one type of estimate which is not mentioned initially, but I will also be discussing about that in that next video. So that is it for this video, guys. Please like, share, comment to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you watching that video. Your subscription would greatly help me. Thank you.